Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the members for indulging us as we try to explain this bill. It's a very important bill. I think it's probably the most important bill, not only that I've ever worked on, but also, as far as I know, I've never voted on any legislation more important than what we're getting ready to consider, because it holds the very key to life or death of some very wonderful people, some very innocent people. I wish that every one of you could have been with Senator Huffman and me a week before last, as we were allowed to sit in on a round table with Governor Abbott and a number of the families of victims, mainly of young children who had been brutally murdered. We also had some women there who were rape survivors. We listened to their stories. If you had been there, you would have heard those stories. That's why I wish you could have been there, but just a couple of them. If you had been there, you would have met Scott. Scott was the father of Naomi. Naomi was brutally murdered here in Travis County. The individual, the man who performed the act, had 5 prior felony convictions. He had most recently been arrested on a weapons charge, and he was out on a personal recognizance bond. While out on the personal recognizance bond, he murdered little Naomi. You would have met Jim and Connie, who were parents of Christopher. Back in 2020, he was 26 years old. He was robbed and murdered by a gang of 5. 2 of those murderers were out on bail at the time, and it took them 37 days to find the body of Christopher. One other person that you would have met was Sophia. She, a very impressive young African-American woman who had started a multi-million-dollar business. She's an entrepreneur here in the Austin area. She was attacked by a man she did not know, who raped and tortured her for a number of hours. Fortunately, they were able to apprehend the defendant. He was convicted of the crime, but inexplicably, when the individual after he had been found guilty by a jury verdict, he asked the judge if he could be released on bond pending his sentencing, and the judge released him on $750,000 bond, which cost $75,000 bond, which cost $7,500 to be released. Once he was released, he's never been apprehended again. He's remained on the loose, and he happened to steal her identity at the time. He got her identity documents, and he's been tormenting her ever since with identity theft, and has basically destroyed the multi-million-dollar business that she built up. This is what crime has done to some of our families. And what all of these cases and so many more have in common is they are a result of what Governor Abbott has described as a broken bail system. And so Senate Bill 9 is a comprehensive bill that has been developed both in the Senate with the assistance of the governor and with the assistance of many members here in the Texas House. And so I'm going to yield now to some of the members of the House who've been working on this legislation with us together, and let them kind of explain. It's a very detailed bill, and let them explain the various aspects of Senate Bill 9.